RCA Victor and its dealers present Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
And I thank you very much for the lovely flowers you sent to the room. And
excuse me, Kukla, I have to get a new pad.
where was I?
Anne.
Oh, and where was I before that?
Thank you very much for the lovely flowers, Anne.
And the lovely invitation that I couldn't accept. Next time we come to New York, I hope it will be less hectic. Sincerely.
Do you want a business hit at this, or is this a personal letter?
Personal letter.
All right. Oh, I've gotten quite a few off.
Let me see. Lillian Gish. Dear Lillian, thank you so much for taking me to the Atlanta Ball. We love seeing you and Dorothy, and
Hope to see you again.
hope to see you again. You're so helpful, Fletcher.
Oh, well, I tell you, I'll never regret the course I took in short here. It really is remarkable. There now. How about that?
Well, let's see. Did you check on all the things coming back?
Oh, yes, everything's checked out.
Did you, hear from Buelah?
No.
Strange, isn't it?
Very strange, Kukla. I didn't see her when she left. You were the one that found the note, weren't you?
Yes, I found it. I came up in the stage, and I thought I saw something swish out the door. And I came up, and there was a little note there, and it said, farewell to the Kuklapolitan player. Her heart was ruined over her head.
Yes, I know. We all passed the note around. Gracious sakes, even Madame Octopus felt bad.
That's true.
I really wish I could do something, Kukla.
Wish you could find out where she is. I don't mind if she doesn't come back. That's her business. If she wants to leave the troupe and everything, her business. If she gets carried away on things like that, her heart and everything, I know how it is. Buelah didn't really want to be in show business, Buelah, she just kind of fell into it one day.
Yes, I remember that day. It was through the skylight, wasn't it?
No, Fletcher, you're so literal. No, I mean that she just kind of, the business kind of, she came to see us and got to talking about electronics and everything, and
Oh, well, she was in that performance of Hansel and Gretel, that I was in on the road company.
I know, but I don't think she really did that. It was just kind of a in-between jobs part.
Well, I know, but she kind of liked the theater.
Well, not like we do, Fletcher. Not like we do, not like I do, I don't think.
Oh, I love the theater.
Oh, I know you do. But I mean, I can understand why maybe she left and everything, because it was pretty exciting in New York, and
How does Chicago look to you?
well, it's nice to be home with the folks.
How does it look to you?
It looks nice.
Why don't you raise?
Well, how does it look to you?
Well, I guess home always looks a little dull. Kukla, after you've been out on a gay excursion. But I don't know. It seemed kind of cozy to get back home for me. I was awfully glad to get back to my permanent mailroom. I tell you, that portable mailroom they had set up for me was really awfully drafty. It was just terrible. I suppose they couldn't do any better than that small pup tent, but really it was awfully difficult because of my ears and then the draft that kept coming in around my feet. I wore my overshoes the entire time, and believe me, that tires one out. It really tires a buddy out when you wear overshoes all the time. So I, frankly, am very glad to get home. I like my room. I like my bed. And I don't know, there just is kind of a nice coziness about it.
Well, it is good to be home. Very nice to be home. I like to have us all here.
Buelah will come back.
I don't think so this time. She didn't talk it over with me at all. She didn't say a single thing to me. just went off and left a note. I don't know why she has to be so dramatic. All those clothes and the attention, the flowers and telephone calls. It's too much for her. She had just told me, talked it over with me. I wouldn't care.
Well, Kukla, that's not my fault. Don't shake your head at me. Gracious sake, I better get these letters off. Now, everything's going to be all right, so don't worry your pretty little head at all. So just take it easy.
Okay.
Fran, dear,
Yes.
I think we may have a scene.
A scene?
Yes, and I'm a
The
little
Bohemian
worried.
Girl? Oh,
No,
you
no.
mean a really scene.
Now, how was your trip home?
Oh, it was fine. Just
Sorry you
wonderful.
didn't come with us, but
Well, I'm sorry not to have been with you, too.
Kukla's quite upset.
Is he?
He's unnerved.
Well, I saw him a few minutes ago. He didn't say anything. What's the trouble?
Well, he lets down in front of me because we're good friends and we can talk.
Well, I know you
And
are.
he doesn't want to worry you. And I shouldn't worry you either, but I just want you to look after him today.
Well, Fletcher, I'd be delighted to. Could you tell me a little bit about what the trouble is without violating any confidences, of course?
Well, it's no confidence. Everyone knows it can be summed up in one word. Buelah.
Oh, well. You mean because she isn't back?
Because he hasn't heard from her. He said, well, of course, you know.
Well, we really heard from her because she left a note.
Yes, I know, but she didn't say where she was going or what she was going to do, and
I
I
know,
think
but-
it's mighty cruel of her not to let Kukla or me or someone in the company know. Naturally, it's different. It means more to Kukla, and I'm told him to remain calm and controlled about the whole thing, but I see no reason why she had to go out of here without saying a single solitary word to any single solitary person.
Well,
Yes, sirree, Bob, I tell you, if she had the consideration that the rest of us have, she wouldn't treat anyone like that. And I think it's mighty wicked that poor little Kukla has to feel bad, and I know that it's going to make everybody upset, and I hope that you'll look after Kukla so he won't get himself all in a big patch of nerves.
Well, so glad Fletcher's calm about it. I don't know. I'd almost rather not know what Beulah's going to do.
Who?
So, hi.
Hi, Fran. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Fine.
Well, that's good.
Everything is wonderful.
Yeah.
Good to be back, isn't it?
Wonderful to be back.
It's very nice being back with all the... well, I was thinking, we could use the extra space in the dressing room and the workshop, and as soon as Buelah lets us know where she is, we'll pack her things and send them to her, and maybe, she'd maybe even come back for a little visit.
You have the hiccup, honey?
No,
No?
I'm just trying to hold on to myself.
Tell me honestly, Kukla, are you really concerned about
Well,
her?
I think she should have let us know where she went.
Well,
I knew we shouldn't have gone to New York in the first place. It's the bright lights and all the clamor and all the confusion and everyone so lovely and so wonderful, and you don't know where to turn and you don't know who to see, and Buelah just was swept away by it all.
well,
She even left her broom, and I know something.
well, that's the last straw if she did that, for sure.
True.
We just won't worry about it. I have a great feeling that whatever she's done is quite all right. Because, Kukla, you just have to look back in the past and see all the many things that have happened with Buelah, and she's quite a resourceful person.
She never left a note before. She just used
Well,
to
she
go.
never took time to write before. That's the whole thing. I really wouldn't worry about it too much.
I can't help worrying.
If we don't hear
I
from
told her mother that I'd take care of her and watch over her. She joined the troop. Her mother didn't want her to be in the theater.
No?
No, she wanted her to, keep on with her doctor's degree in sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
And she, of course, she just threw over the traces and gave up magic altogether for electronics.
Well, I can see where it places a great responsibility on you, Kukla, but...
I'm tired of being responsible. How can I can't control Beulah's life. If she
No, of course you
she
can.
wants to-
And after all, Beulah's is, I think, within the age of reason. She ought to know what she's doing.
How old do you think Buelah is?
Oh, I wouldn't even want to guess.
Close not.
Well,
Well,
she might return the favor someday.
I'm glad that I could talk it over with you freely.
Oh, that's all right, honey.
I've been trying to pretend all day, and I just can't. It just really works. If I just knew where she was, then I wouldn't care.
Well, I know it's that dreadful uncertainty, but
Yeah.
I have a feeling that we'll hear
Suppose I should call her mother.
Oh, I wouldn't call her mother under any
I
circumstances.
call her
It
mother.
would-
She might not know, and then there would be all upset.
That's the whole thing. I wouldn't do it. I don't believe.
I don't think I should.
Everyone else present and accounted
Yeah,
for?
I think so.
Everything get back all right?
Oh,
all
everything
the
checked.
props and all?
Fletcher's just been a jewel.
I know. He's.
A perfect doll.
I wish you'd kind of take care of Fletcher because I think he's a little upset, and I think if you were to show him how wise and how sort of calmly you're taking this, he might snap out of it. I really think he needs a little help.
Do I have to take care of him too?
Well, not really take care of him, but I think you could maybe help him a little.
Pulled Ollie through last week, with your help, of course. But Fran, I don't know. I don't know.
Someday, Kukla, you and I'll have a tantrum the like of which has never been seen.
Can we do it?
I'm
Can we
going
have it on the same day?
I think it might be well.
Just holler.
And I'll support you, and you give me all the help you can, and we'll really have a dandy.
It'll be our holiday.
That'll be it.
I know, but it's the same. I just wonder whether it's worth it to be impresario. I think maybe I'll resign.
Oh, I don't know. It's a great and wonderful sounding title.
Well, it's a good title, but it's empty. I mean, anything I can't do. Anything I want to because I have to look after all my children. Speaking of children.
Well, hello, Father.
Oh,
Hi, Fran.
welcome home.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Oh, fine. Did you have a nice trip home?
Oh, I had a lovely trip home.
Sorry you didn't go with us. We had a lot of fun.
I bet you did.
Yeah, we were on the train, weren't we, Kukla?
Yes, we were on the train, weren't we, Kukla? Oh, boy, and how were we, Kukla? Oh, boy, yes, Kukla.
What's the matter with you?
Well, it was a grand trip. He fell out of the upper berth 4 times.
Ollie, again? How do you do it?
It's real easy. You just roll over and... I couldn't help it.
And then you toss in your sleep, and you ground your tooth.
I can't grind my tooth. It's impossible. You have to have another tooth to grind it.
Well, you did some awful noise.
Well, that was my snoring, I imagine. It could have been.
You admit to snoring.
Yes, I do. I admit to snoring. Can't help it on the train. Keeping the rhythm with the wrangle-jangle of the wheels.
Is that why you do it?
Yes.
I never thought of that. Might be kind of fun.
Yes. Well, how's every little thing with our buddy?
Fine.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Hey, has anybody heard from Buelah?
No. Cooper prefers not to speak about that. He's really genuinely upset about it.
Have we turned her picture to the wall yet?
No, not that.
I didn't know. Has she done something wrong?
Well, no, I don't. I hope not. She just said she was going to leave.
Well, that's all right. She's entitled to that. She's over 21. She's entitled to go out and have a good time. If she wants to do that, that's the way. I suppose it makes the Kukla feel bad, but then he shouldn't feel like that. He doesn't own people. He's not. He is just because
Oh,
he's...
he does. That's not the case,
No.
Ollie. I think he feels a sort of responsibility because he told me, and I didn't know this until today, told me that Buell's mother was not particularly happy when she chose to go into the theater.
Nobody's mother is happy when their children go into the theater. I know.
Oh, you should see the mothers that take kids down to auditions. Yes, they are. She just is a little different, I think.
Well, that's different. Beulah's mother has an income of her own. Entirely different thing.
I see.
But I know my mother wasn't too happy, but I've convinced her now. But, you know, if impresarios are that way, they get a hold on people, and they think that, you know, that they should tell them everything, and I know Kukla gets a little carried away.
I don't think that's really it. I would go along with you, Alice. I thought it was, but I don't believe it is.
Well, in my memoirs, I know when I was writing the chapter about the...
How are you doing with your memoirs?
Oh, I can't write them here. I've got a different idea. You know.
Oh, have you?
Fran, I want to take this opportunity to make a formal jalopy for having been so kind of rude last week and carried away. I know that when I was writing my memoirs, I just got into the spirit of the thing, and I'm afraid I upset everybody and everything, and I wanted to jolopize to you in person.
Well, I thank you very much. You were very sweet to do that. I didn't mind too much. I didn't. Although you keep me guessing, I just can't help confessing that I wouldn't change you for the world, dear. You're so hard to handle, but what can I do? No one holds a candle to you. Although I Though you're not an angel, you bring heaven near. I wouldn't change you for the world, dear. Wouldn't change you for the world.
I'm glad to know that, because I don't suppose there's anything really that anyone could do to change me. I'm afraid I'm just little old me all the time.
Well, little old you is for me.
Really? Well, maybe you'll be right in accord with my new project.
Have you a new project?
Yes. I'm going to hold my memoirs for a while till I have a few more.
I think.
It's difficult, to write when you don't have very much to write about. It's difficult. So I thought I'd go around acquiring a few more memoirs. And this impresario business is very interesting to me. So I thought I would practice being an impresario. And another thing, many impresarios put their hopes and dreams. I mean, like if they wanted to be an actor, maybe, and they never quite got the chance to be an actor, they can help other people because of that frustrated hope,
Well, yes, I think they can see what should be done. I know a lot of great teachers.
Well, I thought that in my case, perhaps I'm a little too old to continue being a great actor and all that. And I thought maybe it would be good for me if I helped someone else, like, say, for instance, my little cousin, Dolores. I think she could have a great, great Broadway career.
Do you really, Ollie?
And I don't think it's too soon to start training her.
Well, it's not too soon to find out if she has any aptitude along those lines, I think.
Coop!
Hmm?
Did you hear?
Yeah, I heard what you said. I think it's a very good idea.
Well, I thought we could do a little training. One of the most wonderful things to train an actor in is pantomime and then acting little parts,
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I would. Remember how Kukla and I and you used to always do little pantomimes to the RCA Victor records that we had?
Oh, yes.
Well, I thought maybe today we could take an RCA Victor little storybook album and with one of the little Nipper series maybe, and we could take it and let Dolores try her hand at ad lib.
Well, I think that'd be lovely.
Kind of interpreting a situation.
And I think she knows that story, too, so she'll have her own idea about it.
Yeah, which story did you have in mind?
Oh, well, let me see. Get those records here. Oh.
Well, she knows the whole series.
Oh, here's a...
She listens by the hour.
This is Goldilocks. That's cute.
I don't know if she knows that or not, but I think
Goldilocks
she knows almost every one of them.
3 bears. I think she's heard that, hasn't she, Ollie?
Well, I'm not sure. Yes, she's heard. Oh, yes, she's heard this one. She, as a matter of fact, I've played them all, but she's never interpreted them. Never quite interpreted them.
And then there's this. It's an awful cute one.
Little Red Hen.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
Remember we did the Little Red Hen? I love that. That's real cute.
We didn't do it in its classic form, exactly.
No, we didn't.
This is a little better version, I think, with Glenn Riggs tells it.
Oh, well.
Norman Layden did the music, arranged and conducted it. It's very lovely. Little 45 record. He's coming 78, too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know that. Little Red Riding Hood. I know she knows that one.
I do, too.
Oh, I don't know which one to try. Let me see.
Here's one that's cute.
Oh, Teddy Bear Fun. That's a cutie. I like that one.
I don't know that
Why don't you try her something maybe she would know, like Goldilocks and the
one.
Three
I'm
Bears?
sure she knows it.
Okay. You take it down. Will you put it on our little 45 record playing attachment?
Sure, you bet.
You gonna bring her up?
Yeah, I want to watch her, see?
Maybe she wouldn't be quite as self-conscious if I were not here. If just you and she was at work.
Well, I'll explain it to her.
Do that.
Yeah, okay.
I'll
great.
send her up.
Yeah. Dolores, now, remember, you're going to be a little Red Riding Hood in this, and I want you to listen very carefully. Come on up here, dear. Yo, that's sweet, Kukla. I picked you up with a little costume. All right, now you just listen to Glenn Riggs and listen to this little RCA Victor recording of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Okay, Coop.
Hello, everybody. This is Glenn Riggs inviting you to join the fun. What kind of fun? Why, story fun. First with Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Then with Chicken Licken. So here goes. Once upon a time, there was a little girl with such beautiful golden locks that everyone called her Goldilocks. One day, as Goldilocks was walking through the woods, she came to the house of the Three Bears. the Papa Papa Bear, the Mama Mama Bear, and the Baby Bear.
The little baby bear.
Hello, is anybody in?
The three bears were not home, so Goldilocks opened the door and went right into the dining room where she saw 3 bowls of porridge cooling on the table. A big bowl for the Papa Papa Bear, a medium bowl for the Mama Mama Bear, and a tiny bowl for the Baby Bear. Goldilocks tasted the Papa Papa Bear's porridge.
Too hot.
Then she tasted the Mama Mama Bear's porridge.
Too cold.
At last, she tasted the Baby Bear's porridge.
Just right.
So she ate it all up. Then Goldilocks wanted to sit down, so she walked into the living room and sat in the Papa Papa Bear's chair.
Too high.
Then she sat in the Mama Mama Bear's chair.
Too low.
And at last, she sat in the Baby Bear's chair.
Just right.
But all of a sudden, the Baby Bear's chair broke into little pieces with a bang. Soon Goldilocks grew sleepy, so she went upstairs to the bedroom and tried sleeping in the Papa Papa Bear's bed.
Too hard.
Then she tried the Mama Mama Bear's bed.
Too soft.
Finally, she tried the Baby Bear's bed.
Just right.
So she fell fast asleep. Soon after, the 3 bears came home. When the Papa Papa Bear looked at his porridge, he said,
Someone's been tasting my porridge.
and the Mama Mama Bear said,
And someone's been tasting my porridge.
and the Baby Bear said,
Someone's been tasting my porridge and ate it all up.
Then the 3 bears went into the living room and looked at their chairs.
Someone's been sitting in my chair.
And someone's been sitting in my chair. Someone's been sitting in my chair and busted all to pieces.
Then the 3 bears hurried upstairs to the bedroom.
Someone's been sleeping in my bed.
And someone's been sleeping in my bed. Someone's been sleeping in my bed. And here she is.
Just then Goldilocks woke up, jumped out of the Baby Bear's bed, and ran down the stairs lickety-split. Goldilocks never stopped running. until she was back home.
Turn it off.
I don't know. Fran,
Yes.
I don't know whether she got it or...
I don't know. I think she's going to have the same great abandon as her godmother.
You think so?
My.
She seemed to have fun. She enjoyed it. I don't know.
You'll have to work with her, Ollie. It'll take a little while, but I think with your great help, I'm sure she'll make it.
I hope Tallulah will be proud of her.
I hope so, too.
Well, see you later. Fran, I'm
Okay.
going to work on her elocution.
Well, I have things to do, too.
Okay.
Hello, Paint. Hello, Jack. How are you? That's good. I have a little song I'd like for you to play. If you could. Here, I'll toss it to you, dear. Got it?
Got it.
Tell the little song I like to practice while I'm just passing through. I play it, Jack.
You kind of sight read it together.
Yes. I'm traveling down a lonesome road of sorrow, paving the highway with tears. Without your love, I'll feel so blue Though I still love you, darling, I'm only in your way. So step by step I walk away from heaven, paving the highway with tears. I cried for you with every step I've taken, paving the highway with tears. The road ahead is lonesome and forsaken. When I look back at all those happy years, I'll always love you, darling. And should your new love fail, you'll find me if you follow each teardrop on the trail of those teardrops. Without you, dear, I'll just go on forever, paving the highway with tears. Just paving the highway. Buelah. Buelah? You wouldn't want me back. Oh, Buelah, you're always... Fran!
Yes.
Ready to see
Buelah. Buelah, you're back.
Didn't think anybody wanted to see me.
How are you?
Hi. Ooh. Hi.
Have a good trip?
Yeah, everything was... Oh, Buelah, it's so good to see you. We knew your train was a little late here. I'll take it first.
no, your wonderful red pocketbook, the one
Yeah.
I love so.
Yeah, we're so glad. It was so nice. Sorry we couldn't all go back together, but we all went separate
Yeah.
ways. And Buelah,
Our girl is home.
you're home, and you can even say the closing.
Go ahead, Buelah.
What day is it? Monday.
The whole
Oh.
thing, say it.
Remember, for the best in recorded music, it's RCA Victor.
There's Little Nipper. My, but he looks happy. I guess it's because he's so proud of those new Little Nipper albums your RCA Victor dealer has for you. Look, there's Little Red Riding Hood and the Gingerbread Boy in one album. Then Goldilocks and the Three Bears with Chicken Lickin' and Teddy Bear Fun. And here's the Little Red Hen with the Tortoise and the Hare. All these Little Nipper albums are on 45, of course, and on regular 78 RPM records, too. Why not go see your record man? You'll meet all Little Nipper's friends there on RCA Victor Records. The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Buelah Zachary, the director Louis Gomovitz, and the costume designer is Joseph Lockwood.
And this is Bert Tillstrom, thanking you on behalf of Buelah Witch and all the Kuklapolitan players. Good night.
RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in television, first in recorded music. Kukla, Fran and Ollie came to you from Chicago.
NBC Television.